Wow, that's bright. Thank you. It's so great to see. A couple seconds ago, I could see a great crowd here and a lot of good friends. I know we political junkies are grateful that we only had to wait 3 weeks from the last election to have our first event for the next election, right? I mean, I was almost ready to have symptoms of, I need a 12-step recovery program, but we won't have to do that. Thank you, Deborah, for getting out there early, letting people know. It is an honor to be here because it's a special evening. Today, an outstanding public official is announcing her intention to be the next mayor of the city of Henderson, and that person is City Councilwoman Debra March. And it is a privilege to be the first person here tonight to announce my full support for her candidacy. And I think she will be a tremendous mayor for this wonderful community. People truly appreciate what Deborah has done for our community, and by community, I mean not just the city of Henderson, although that is her first priority, but the entire Southern Nevada community. Deborah has demonstrated great leadership. In her many capacities, she's been the president of the Nevada League of Cities and Towns. She's been the chair of the Southern Nevada Strong, the vice chair of both the Regional Transportation Commission and the Regional Flood Control District. In all of her leadership positions, it's been my clear observation that the people's interests have been Deborah's interests. Councilwoman March wants public input on all important issues. She doesn't allow important decisions to be made in the back room. She believes that public policy must be transparent and accountable. In essence, she not only believes in good government, she exemplifies it with the highest integrity. And I could go on and on about why I support this good woman to be the next mayor of the city of Henderson, a city that it was my honor to represent for many, many years on the county commission. But there are a number of others that we want to bring up here and to talk to you a little bit. And the order in which we do that depends on who's shown up. And so I'm just going to go by what I think we should do in the order of introducing some public officials. It is my honor to introduce at this time an excellent public servant who continues to serve the community up in Carson City, State Senator Joyce Woodhouse. Come up here.
Good evening. It's such an honor to be here this evening to lend my support to our Henderson City Councilwoman Debra March in her campaign to serve us as our next Henderson mayor. I've known Deborah for a number of years, and so my remarks tonight are on the personal side. She is a professional friend, but she's a personal friend as well, and I cannot say any more strongly how important I feel that her race to serve us as our Henderson mayor. Deborah is one of those very special persons who has the integrity, the willingness to work hard, the energy, and the passion to represent all of us here in Henderson. And I also agree with Mr. Woodbury. She represents us in Southern Nevada as well as statewide. She's worked tirelessly as a councilwoman, and I know that she will do the same as our mayor. So I am proud to join all of you here this evening and our dignitaries that are here as well at this event to wish her well in this endeavor and to pledge to support her in every possible way to make sure that we all can call Debra March our Henderson mayor. Thank you.
Now I want to bring up here my good friend, my doctor, my state senator, and one of my favorite persons on the planet Earth. And that's just one person, State Senator Joe Hardy.
And it didn't pay him yet. So I had the opportunity to be talking with Debra before, and she made this statement about Henderson is a wonderful community and I care for it. So if I were going to typify Debra March's political career, it would be one of caring. And as I have dealt with her on different levels of different things that we've done in the political world, I hesitate to say it's a political world because for her it's just who she is. She's a caring person. She wants to do what's right, and she does what's right. And it's been a pleasure to work with her and to be around her. And some of you are probably in the same situation. You get to observe people and you get to observe how they do, and she is warm, she's comfortable, she's happy, she exudes confidence, and you want to follow her. So she is a leader. She understands what leadership means, and leadership means many times having followers. And the followers that are probably followers of Debra are the people who give her good ideas. And if she's like me, sometimes she takes credit for them. And that's what we do, and that's how she works. She listens to people. She cares about people. She's a steady influence that happens to be passionate about her servants and wants to do what's right. And so with all of the things that I've seen her in public and other private places, she's consistent. She's just what we call a good person, and I support Debra March.
Well, I must say, a few weeks ago I got the call and I was asked to attend this evening, and I must say that I pondered for quite a while. I've known Debra since the memory of man runneth not to the contrary, and that's a long time, more than 30 years ago. We first met when she was in charge of the welfare office in Ely, and I was impressed with what I saw then, and I continue to be impressed, but not being the sharpest knife in the drawer. And when you get to my age, I'm a member of the Septuagenarian Club and will soon be joining the Octogenarian Society that is headed by Kenny Gregson over there, who's much older than I, as you can see. I thought, I've got it. They wanted to show a broad range of support, and I'm the intergenerational representative of the elderly, so thank you so much. So when I got the call, I said, well, what would you like me to do or say? And I recall when I first ran for public office in 1968, Alan Bible was our senior United States Senator. He and my father had been on the debate team at the University of Nevada in the late 20s and early 30s, and I asked for Alan's support, and he said, Dick, he said, I'll tell you what, I'll speak for you or against you, whatever you think would be most helpful. I was told I should say some nice things about Debra, and that's really not hard to say. In terms of what you're looking for, somebody that's involved in public policy, she's the real deal, the complete package. It's a trifecta. She is intelligent, she is thoughtful, and she is fair. In associating myself with the remarks of others that preceded me on the platform, she's energetic, she's out in the community, she's involved, she listens. Let me just say that, in my opinion, any community in the country would be proud to have a mayor like Debra March to represent them in the community. So I hope that the good people of Nevada's second largest city gives her the opportunity to provide the kind of leadership that this community is entitled to, and elects her as our next mayor come April of next year. Debra, it's an honor to be here to support and endorse your candidacy.
Thank you much. What Well, thank you very much. It's such a pleasure for me to be here tonight and to welcome all of you here and to call all of you friends, family, and colleagues. It's just a thrill. And to hear the wonderful remarks. I appreciate the kind remarks from Commissioner Bruce Woodbury, Senator Richard Bryan, Senator Joe Hardy, Senator Joyce Woodhouse, and Clark County Commissioner Larry Brown. Each of them has set an exemplary standard for public service, and they've been a mentor to me along the way, and I very much appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. Let me thank them. So today, I'm launching my campaign to become the next mayor of the city of Henderson. Well, as you can imagine, this is a very special moment for me. I've spent the better part of my working life in community development and urban planning. As the former executive director of the UNLV Lead Institute for Real Estate Studies, I helped educate and train hundreds of students in public policy and best practices. And by the way, we have some students and faculty member here tonight, so it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you. As a Henderson Planning Commissioner and City Councilwoman, I was able to put those concepts into action, working with some of the most progressive and pragmatic urban visionaries I've ever met. Numerous times, Henderson has been honored as one of the 100 best places to live in America, one of the top 10 safest communities in America, and one of the best places to relocate in America as well. And this didn't happen by accident. I've been honored to work with visionaries like former Mayor Jim Gibson and current Mayor Andy Hafen to move Henderson forward. And I'm proud of the support that I've been given by my fellow council members, including Jerry Schroeder, John Mars, and now Justice of the Peace Sam Bateman, who's in the back of the room. They've done so much to make Henderson the city that it is today, and I'm so very proud to work with them. My goal as your next mayor is to keep the momentum moving forward, to build on the successes of our past, and to chart the course that every other city in America will envy. We're proud of what many have achieved around our city, and we have done so much. We have a thriving economy, we have low crime rates, we have low taxes, good schools, plentiful parks, bike paths, outstanding senior services, a veterans court, recreational centers, excellent master planned communities, and the best employees in the state of Nevada. We've also weathered some very tough economic times here through the Great Recession, and today our city operates in the black, holding one of the strongest bond ratings of any municipality in Nevada, a AA+ rating, which is wonderful. So I want to thank our city manager, Bob Mernan, and our incredible city staff for this historic achievement. And while we're at it, I want to congratulate our police department and our firefighters for making Henderson the safest city in the state of Nevada. Well, as most of you know, and as Larry Brown pointed out, I'm a policy wonk. Planning and development are my passion, but people are my reason. Our policies and practices have been and will continue to be to do the very best that we can to support the quality of life for the people who live here, the people who work here, and the people who play here. That's what Henderson has been all about and continues to be all about. It's all about the people. Two good examples are the master plan communities of Inspirada and Lake Las Vegas. Both were seriously impacted by the Great Recession. But our people came to the rescue, and through sound business practice, community outreach, and citizen engagement, we were able to craft unique plans to address the specific concerns and breathe new life into both of those projects. At Inspirada, resident Eileen Kennedy and developer Jim Rizzi worked together with other residents on the master plan. Together, they identified the needs for community parks that included a dog park, playfields, and pools. The community believed that if we focused on a sense of place, then development and housing would follow. We believed in them, and they believed in us. And I think we can all agree that the results out in Inspirada and Lake Las Vegas have been remarkable. At Lake Las Vegas, developer Cody Winterton and HOA President Bill Malone were relentless in ensuring that their community was a top priority for the city of Henderson. Through citizen input, we were able to craft the Green Grass Program, protecting open space for all residents while allowing the unused Falls Golf Course to remain closed. Today, we see revived sales and development, new recreational uses emerging, a market in the retail center, and regularly scheduled activities and amenities for residents and the community alike. We have a tradition of listening to our residents here in Henderson and balancing the needs of the community with that of the developers. In Phase 2 of the district, there had been a previously approved hotel on the site. Post-recession, the hotel was no longer viable. We worked with the Green Valley Ranch Master Association to reduce the number of proposed apartments to equal the previously approved hotel rooms. We reduced the height of the buildings, we increased the open space, and added parking for the school. This wouldn't have happened without our commitment to community engagement. In the Serene Country Estates, we ensured a rural lifestyle was protected from encroaching commercial development by requiring additional design standards, enhanced public notice, and use restrictions, all in an effort to maintain the quality of life for our residents there. We also need to remember the older parts of Henderson, along Water Street. We've seen enthusiastic interest from business owners such as Bob Fielding, Tim Brooks, and Wyndham Kinsey. Early on, they committed to the city's vision and redevelopment plan for our downtown. They saw the opportunity and invested in our city's core. Bob moved his firm, Raffi Architecture, onto Water Street. Tim made improvements to the Emerald Isle Casino and the Pinnacle Building. And Wyndham Kinsey moved his architectural firm, TSK, onto Water Street and is constructing his new corporate headquarters as part of a new mixed-use project. They've encouraged and supported other investments, including the Love Lady Brewery, the Shirtlift Building, and the Revenant mixed-use development. The city is investing in bus transit infrastructure, complete streets, and a new downtown park. This year, our finance department introduced a data portal that includes an open budget app that enhances transparency by providing information on how each taxpayer dollar is invested. There are so many more successes and stories to share all across the community of Henderson, all involving people like each one of you, people who make our city great. It's for this reason that I championed the Southern Nevada Strong Effort, the first federally recognized regional plan that had unprecedented community engagement with over 70,000 community inputs. I understand that our residents lead regional lives and that the quality of life for Henderson residents is influenced beyond our city borders. Planning a complete community while connecting people in great neighborhoods through a variety of transportation options and quality jobs allows us to grow smart into the next century, which is why Henderson Strong was born. Henderson Strong is the roadmap for our city's future based on community input. It's reflective of our innovative approach towards thinking about our city, a city that strives to maintain its small town feel. Henderson Strong envisions a network of welcoming, safe neighborhoods, connecting people through our award-winning parks and trail system, and encourages a healthy lifestyle for all our residents. It also envisions a vibrant, resilient economy that attracts diverse industries and employees. I am proud to be Henderson Strong, and I thank you all for being Henderson Strong as well. My platform for mayor will be to create a community that exceeds expectations, providing our citizens with a high quality of life. This includes strengthening our economic development efforts and becoming the #1 city of choice for business relocation and expansion. But a high quality of life to me is not just a thriving economy and great jobs, but a community that has safe streets, excellent schools, neighborhood parks, significant recreational facilities, smart tax policy, and sustainable programs that are efficient and easy to implement. It's about people. It's about each and every one of you who's here tonight, and I'm grateful for your being here. I'm asking for your support, for your vote, and your participation in my campaign. Together we can make our great city even greater. I wish you all a joyous holiday season and a prosperous 2017. Thank you for coming out tonight, and may God bless this city and God bless this great country. Thank you.